This is about you. When you were a child, your family did this to you, and the echoes of those moments are stirring now, calling you to look deeper. The air around you feels charged, like the quiet before a storm, carrying whispers of a truth you've always sensed but never fully grasped. There's a rhythm to the world today, a pulse that seems to align with your heartbeat, urging you to listen closely. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 111. When you were a child, your family moved through your life with careful steps, their words chosen with a precision you didn't understand at the time. There were moments when their smiles felt like masks, hiding something you couldn't name. A conversation would trail off when you entered the room, or a glance would pass between them, heavy with meaning you weren't meant to catch. They told you stories about your past, about who you were, but those stories always felt like they were missing a thread, a piece of the fabric that made you, you. The voice of the cosmos, the unseen guide that walks with you, says this: the truth you seek is not lost, it's been waiting, tucked away in the corners of your memory, ready to rise when you're strong enough to hold it. The choices made for you, the paths shaped without your voice, are starting to reveal themselves. You felt their weight in the quiet moments, in the questions that linger when you're alone, in the patterns that seem to repeat without reason. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 222. There's a memory that keeps flickering in your mind, isn't there? Maybe it's the sound of laughter that felt forced, or the way a certain room seemed to hold a secret you couldn't touch. It's a fragment that doesn't fit, a moment that carries a weight you can't explain. The voice of the cosmos says this is not just a memory, it's a signal. It's pointing you toward a truth that's been buried, a truth that's ready to surface now that you're ready to see it. You might notice small signs in the days ahead, a name you haven't heard in years, a scent that pulls you back to childhood, a sudden urge to dig through old boxes. These are not random. They are the universe aligning, guiding you toward a revelation that's been waiting for you. The voice of the cosmos whispers that the past is not a closed book, it's a living story, and you're about to turn a page you didn't know existed. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 333. When you were young, the world felt vast and full of mystery, but there were places you were told to avoid, people whose names were never spoken. They said it was for your protection, that some things were better left alone. But their words carried a shadow, a hint of something they didn't want you to see. Maybe it was the way they changed the subject when you asked about certain moments, or how they avoided certain places altogether. Those choices weren't accidents, they were part of a design, one that shaped your life in ways you're only now beginning to understand. The voice of the cosmos says you're no longer the child who accepted those silences. You've grown into someone who can face the truth, even if it's heavy, even if it shifts the ground beneath you. The decisions made back then, the ones you weren't allowed to question, are starting to ripple into your present. You might feel them in the challenges you face, the doubts that linger, the weight you carry without a name. Those ripples are not your burden, they are clues, guiding you toward the answers. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 444. There's an image in your mind, isn't there? Maybe it's a photograph you've seen 100 times, or a memory of a moment that feels too vivid to be ordinary. Someone's face is turned away, or there's a detail in the background that doesn't belong. It's been there all along, waiting for you to notice. When you do, it will feel like a spark, a sudden clarity that makes you question everything you thought you knew. That image, that moment, is a thread in the tapestry of your life, pulling you closer to the truth. You might start to notice how certain people act differently around you now. Maybe they're more cautious with their words, or they watch you a little too closely, as if they're trying to gauge what you know. That's because the energy around you is shifting. The voice of the cosmos says they can feel it too, even if they don't understand why. They sense you're on the edge of something powerful, something that will change the way you see yourself and the world. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 555. The truth is like a river, flowing quietly beneath the surface, unstoppable in its path. It finds its way through cracks, around barriers, over obstacles. And right now, that river is flowing toward you. You might feel it in the dreams you've been having, dreams that feel more like memories than fantasies. A voice from your childhood, a place you haven't seen in years. These are not random images. They are pieces of your story, rising to the surface because you're ready to see them. Someone might try to steer you away from this path. They'll distract you with kind gestures or sudden attention, hoping to keep you from looking too closely. But you'll feel it, won't you? The way their warmth feels calculated, the way their words don't quite match their eyes. That's the fear of the truth breaking through. They thought they could keep it hidden forever, but the voice of the cosmos says otherwise. The truth is stronger than their silence, and it's coming for you. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 666. There's an object from your childhood that keeps coming to mind, doesn't it? Maybe it's a toy you cherished, a letter you never read, or a small keepsake you carried everywhere. You haven't thought of it in years, but suddenly it's there, vivid in your mind. That object is more than a memory, it's a beacon. It's calling you back to a moment you didn't fully understand, a moment that holds a piece of the truth. When you find it again, whether it's hidden in a drawer or mentioned in passing, it will feel like the universe is handing you a gift. The voice of the cosmos says you've been carrying a weight you didn't choose. It's been there in the moments when you felt out of place, when you wondered why certain paths seemed closed to you. Those paths were shaped by choices made long ago, choices you had no say in. But now, the barriers are weakening. You might overhear a conversation soon, one that seems ordinary but strikes a chord deep within you. A single phrase, a name, a place, it will feel like a key turning, opening a door you didn't know was there. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 777. The people who shaped your early years thought they could control your story. They thought they could decide what you knew, what you believed, what you felt about yourself. But they underestimated you. They didn't know you would grow into someone who could face the truth with courage, someone who could carry its weight and still stand tall. You've been preparing for this moment your whole life, even if you didn't realize it. Every challenge, every question, has been leading you here. You might notice their behavior changing now. They might hesitate before answering your questions, or avoid looking at you when certain topics arise. That's because they can feel the truth getting closer, like a tide they can't hold back. The voice of the cosmos says their fear is not your burden. You are meant to walk in clarity, not in their shadows. Type I seek truth to align with the energy of 888. There's a place from your childhood that keeps pulling at you. Maybe it's a house you lived in, a park you played in, or a street you walk down every day. You can see it so clearly, can't you? The way the light filtered through the windows, the sound of footsteps on the floor, the smell of something familiar in the air. That place is calling you back, not to relive the past, but to reclaim it. There's something there, something you missed the first time, something that will make sense of the questions you've carried. The voice of the cosmos says you're not imagining the pull you feel. It's real, and it's guiding you toward a moment of revelation. You might find yourself drawn to old letters, photographs, or recordings, things you haven't touched in years. When you do, pay attention to what they say. The words might seem ordinary at first, but there's a truth hidden between the lines, a truth that's been waiting for you to find it. Type I seek truth to align with the energy of 999. In the days ahead, you might feel a strange restlessness. It's not fear or anxiety, it's the energy of something shifting inside you. You're starting to see the world differently, to notice the cracks in the stories you were told. A conversation might spark it, or a memory might rise unbidden, sharp and clear. You'll know, deep in your soul, that you're getting closer. The voice of the cosmos says this is not a moment to pull back. This is a moment to lean in, to trust the instincts that have been guiding you all along. Someone might try to convince you that the past is better left alone. They'll say it's too painful, that digging it up will only hurt you. But their words are not for your benefit, they're for theirs. They're afraid of what will happen when you see the full picture, when you understand the choices they made and why. You'll see it in their eyes, the way they shift when you ask questions. That discomfort is a sign you're on the right path. Type I seek truth to align with the energy of 1010. There's a dream you've had more than once, hasn't there? A moment that feels so real you wake up with your heart racing, as if you were there again. Maybe it's a room you haven't seen since you were small, or a person whose face you can't quite place. Those dreams are not random. They're your soul's way of reaching back, of pulling the truth closer to the surface. The voice of the cosmos says to pay attention to what you feel when you wake. Those emotions are clues, guiding you toward the answers you've been seeking. You might find yourself drawn to a place you haven't visited in years. If you go, you'll feel it, the air will seem heavier, the colors sharper, as if the past is waiting for you there. You might notice a detail you never saw before, a name etched into a wall, a mark on a door, a sound that echoes in your memory. That detail will feel like a message, a sign that you're exactly where you're meant to be. Type I seek truth to align with the energy of 1111. The truth is not something to fear. It's a gift, even if it comes wrapped in pain. It's the key to understanding why you've walked the path you have, why certain moments felt heavier than they should. The voice of the cosmos says you've been strong enough to carry this weight without knowing what it was. Now, you're strong enough to set it down and see it for what it is. The choices others made for you, the secrets they kept, they shaped your story, but they don't define it. You might notice someone acting differently around you. Maybe they're more attentive, or maybe they're pulling away. That's because they can feel the shift in you, even if they don't understand it. The voice of the cosmos says their actions are a mirror, reflecting the truth they're afraid you'll find. Watch them closely, not with anger, but with clarity. Their reactions will tell you more than their words ever could. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 1212. There's a moment coming, one you'll recognize when it arrives. It might be a conversation that feels heavier than it should, or a letter you find tucked away in a forgotten place. It will feel like the universe is handing you the final piece of the puzzle, the one that makes everything else fall into place. When that moment comes, you'll know. You'll feel it in your chest, in the way your breath catches, in the sudden stillness of the world around you. The voice of the cosmos says you're not alone in this. There are forces guiding you, unseen hands placing clues where you can find them. You might feel a pull to go through old boxes, to revisit places from your past, to ask questions you've never asked before. Trust that pull. It's not random, it's the universe leading you toward the truth. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 1313. You've always known there was more to your story, haven't you? Even as a child, you could feel it, a sense that something was just out of reach, something you weren't being told. That feeling has followed you, lingering in the quiet moments, whispering in the spaces between your thoughts. The voice of the cosmos says that feeling was never wrong. It was your soul's way of telling you that the truth was waiting, that it would find you when the time was right. That time is now. You might notice small signs in the days ahead, a name you haven't heard in years, a song that pulls at your heart, a memory that feels too vivid to be ordinary. These are not accidents. They are the universe aligning, clearing the path for you to see what's been hidden. The voice of the cosmos says to trust these signs, to follow them without fear. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 1414. There's a weight you've carried for so long you've forgotten what it feels like to be without it. It's been there in the moments when you doubted yourself, when you wondered why certain things never seemed to work out. That weight wasn't yours to carry, it was placed on you by choices you didn't make, by secrets you weren't told. But the voice of the cosmos says this: you are stronger than those secrets. You are stronger than the silence that tried to shape you. You might feel a shift in the air soon, a sense that something is about to change. It might come in the form of a conversation, a memory, or a sudden realization that hits you like a wave. When it does, don't turn away. Lean into it. The voice of the cosmos says the truth is not here to break you, it's here to set you free. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 1515. There's a voice from your past that keeps echoing in your mind. Maybe it's someone you loved, someone you trusted, someone who shaped the way you saw the world. Their words carried a weight you didn't understand at the time, but now they're starting to make sense. You're starting to see the gaps in what they told you, the spaces where the truth was left out. The voice of the cosmos says those gaps are where your answers lie. You might find yourself drawn to old photographs, letters, or mementos from your childhood. When you touch them, you'll feel something stir, a memory, an emotion, a sense of something unfinished. That's the past reaching out, asking you to listen. The voice of the cosmos says to trust that feeling. It's guiding you toward a truth that's ready to be uncovered. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 1616. The people who kept the truth from you thought they were protecting you. They thought they could control the story, keep it locked away where you'd never find it. But they didn't account for you, the person you've become, the strength you've built, the clarity you've gained. The voice of the cosmos says they underestimated you, and that underestimation will be their undoing. You might notice their behavior changing now. They might avoid certain topics, or their voices might waver when they speak about the past. That's because they can feel the truth getting closer, like a tide they can't hold back. The voice of the cosmos says to watch those moments closely. They're not just clues, they're confirmations that you're on the right path. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 1717. There's a moment from your childhood that keeps replaying in your mind. Maybe it's a conversation you overheard, or a look someone gave you that you couldn't quite place. At the time, it felt ordinary, but now it feels heavy, like it carries a meaning you didn't see before. The voice of the cosmos says that moment is a thread in the tapestry of your life, and it's leading you to the truth. You might feel a pull to revisit old places, to walk through the spaces where your story began. If you do, pay attention to what you feel. The air might seem charged, the colors more vivid, the sounds sharper. That's the past speaking to you, offering you the pieces you need to understand what happened. The voice of the cosmos says to trust those instincts, they're guiding you home. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 1818. The truth is not a small thing. It's not a misunderstanding or a forgotten detail. It's a force, a current that's been flowing beneath the surface of your life, shaping everything you've experienced. The voice of the cosmos says you're ready to see it now, to stand in its flow and let it wash away the doubts you've carried. You might feel a mix of emotions when it comes: pain, anger, relief. But those emotions are proof that you're alive, that you're ready to reclaim your story. Someone might try to stop you from finding the truth. They'll tell you it's not worth it, that it's better to let the past stay buried. But their words are not for you, they're for themselves. They're afraid of what will happen when you see the full picture. The voice of the cosmos says to listen to your own heart, not their fear. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 1919. There's a memory that feels incomplete, doesn't it? Like a story that was cut off before the ending, or a picture with someone missing from the frame. You've carried that memory for years, turning it over in your mind, trying to make sense of it. The voice of the cosmos says that memory is not incomplete, it's a clue. It's pointing you toward the truth, toward the moment when everything will finally make sense. You might find yourself drawn to old journals, letters, or recordings. If you do, don't ignore the urge to look closer. The words you find there, the voices you hear, will carry a weight you didn't expect. They'll tell you things you weren't ready to hear before, but you're ready now. The voice of the cosmos says this is your moment to step into the light of your own story. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 2020. The truth is not just about the past, it's about who you are now. It's about understanding why you've faced the challenges you have, why certain doors seemed closed to you, why certain paths felt harder than they should. The voice of the cosmos says those challenges were not random. They were shaped by choices others made, choices you're only now starting to see. You might notice a shift in the way people respond to you. Some will pull away, others will draw closer, as if they can sense the change in you. That's because you're stepping into a new kind of power, one that comes from knowing the truth and refusing to be silenced by it. The voice of the cosmos says this power is your birthright, and no one can take it from you. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 2121. There's a place you keep thinking about, isn't there? A house, a street, a room where something important happened. You might not know why it keeps coming to mind, but it feels vivid, like it's calling you back. The voice of the cosmos says that place holds a piece of your story, a piece you're ready to reclaim. If you go there, or if you find yourself dreaming of it, pay attention to what you feel. The answers are there, waiting for you. You might overhear a conversation soon, one that feels like it wasn't meant for your ears. A name, a place, a detail that doesn't fit, it will strike you like a chord, resonating deep within. The voice of the cosmos says that moment is not an accident. It's the universe handing you a thread to pull, a thread that will unravel the truth. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 2222. The people who kept the truth from you thought they could control your story forever. They thought you would never question, never look deeper. But they didn't know the strength you carry, the light that burns within you. The voice of the cosmos says you're stronger than their secrets, stronger than their silence. You're ready to face the truth, to hold it in your hands and let it set you free. You might notice small signs in the days ahead, a letter you find by chance, a memory that feels too vivid to be ordinary, a conversation that leaves you with more questions than answers. These are not random. They're the universe guiding you, showing you the path to your truth. The voice of the cosmos says to trust those signs, to follow them without fear. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 2323. There's a moment coming when everything will change. It might be a single word, a look, a memory that hits you like a wave. When it comes, you'll know. You'll feel the truth settle into your bones, filling the spaces where doubt used to live. The voice of the cosmos says this moment is not here to break you, it's here to rebuild you, to help you step into the fullness of who you are. You might feel a mix of emotions when the truth arrives: anger, sadness, relief. That's okay. Those emotions are proof that you're alive, that you're ready to let go of the weight you've carried for so long. The voice of the cosmos says to let those emotions flow, to let them guide you toward healing. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 2424. The journey to the truth is not about revenge or anger, it's about restoration. It's about reclaiming the pieces of yourself that were hidden, the parts of your story that were taken from you. The voice of the cosmos says you're ready to do this, to stand in the light of your own truth and let it guide you forward. You might notice a change in the way people respond to you. Some will pull away, others will draw closer, as if they can sense the shift in you. That's because you're stepping into a new kind of power, one that comes from knowing the truth and refusing to be silenced by it. The voice of the cosmos says this power is your birthright, and no one can take it from you. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 2525. The truth is not just about what happened, it's about what it means for you now. It's about understanding the choices that shaped your life, the silences that held you back, the moments that made you question yourself. The voice of the cosmos says you're ready to see it all, to stand in the light of your own story and claim it as your own. You might notice a shift in yourself soon. A quiet confidence, a sense of certainty you didn't have before. That's the power of the truth taking root, growing stronger with every step you take. The voice of the cosmos says this is your moment to shine, to let the world see who you truly are. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 2626. There's a memory that keeps coming back, doesn't it? A moment that feels too heavy to be ordinary, too vivid to be forgotten. Maybe it's a place, a person, a sound that lingers in your mind. The voice of the cosmos says that memory is a gift, a piece of your story that's ready to be understood. When you hold it, when you look at it closely, you'll see the truth it's been hiding all along. You might find yourself drawn to old places, old objects, old voices. If you do, don't turn away. The voice of the cosmos says those things are calling you for a reason. They're part of the path to your truth, part of the journey to reclaiming your story. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 2727. The people who shaped your past thought they could keep the truth from you forever. They thought their silence would hold, that you would never ask the questions they feared. But the voice of the cosmos says they were wrong. You're stronger than they ever imagined, and the truth is stronger than their secrets. You're ready to face it, to hold it, to let it set you free. You might notice a shift in the air soon, a sense that something is about to break open. It might come in a dream, a conversation, a moment of sudden clarity. When it does, don't pull back. The voice of the cosmos says this is your moment to step into the light, to claim the truth that's always been yours. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 2828. The truth is not a burden, it's a liberation. It's the key to understanding who you are, why you've walked the path you have, what's been holding you back. The voice of the cosmos says you're ready to carry this truth, to let it guide you toward a future that's brighter than you ever imagined. You might feel a pull to ask questions you've never asked before, to look at the past with new eyes. Trust that pull. The voice of the cosmos says it's not random, it's the universe guiding you toward the answers you've been seeking. The truth is waiting, and it's ready to set you free. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 2929. There's a moment coming when everything will fall into place. It might be a single word, a look, a memory that hits you like a wave. When it comes, you'll know. You'll feel the truth settle into your bones, filling the spaces where doubt used to live. The voice of the cosmos says this moment is not here to break you, it's here to rebuild you, to help you step into the fullness of who you are. You might feel a mix of emotions when the truth arrives: anger, sadness, relief. That's okay. Those emotions are proof that you're alive, that you're ready to let go of the weight you've carried for so long. The voice of the cosmos says to let those emotions flow, to let them guide you toward healing. Type "I seek truth" to align with the energy of 3.